Hello there, tamers, trainers, and domesticators, and welcome back to Vox Rennie Does Digimon Stuff. We're not streaming today because I'm not at home, so this is pre-recorded. And also I am without a script, so I'm sorry about that. I might be rambly today. This here is my Digimon 2020 TCG Cube. So what is a cube? First, I probably need to explain what the cube format is. It's a different format from what you would typically expect out of a normal competitive tournament. Basically, a cube format is a draft style format working with quote-unquote custom boosters. For those who don't know what draft is when you play a card game but with randomized cards, essentially, usually from booster packs. So yeah, that's kind of it. When you have a cube, usually when you build a cube, it can support up to like 8 players. That's the standard. Some do 6-player cubes, some do 12-player cubes. Mine is an 8-player cube. So you can host a tournament with this. You all get to draft and get some random cards, and then you can host a Swiss style tournament and see who wins the most matches, and that can be a lot of fun. It's popular in Magic and Pokemon, but if you're really done with any TCG, I decided to make one for Digimon, and I've been working on this from basically the announcement of the first booster. Like sitting down with theories and how to put things together, and been working on this throughout the first 8 booster packs, including the EX one, so that would be 9 booster packs. And it's first now that BT08 came out, which has dual color cards, that I finally decided that I think this is ready to share. This, you can make consistent enough decks between this that I think you can get a lot of fun out of it as it is. I'm going to be upgrading it again in the future, and there's going to be a link down in the description with the rules for my cube, alongside the card list for the whole cube. But we're going to go through the entire cube, the entire card list, and everything I'm working with. Like this here is a Dragon Shield Magic Carpet box, which is like very beautiful box. It's an extra large. You can basically bring it with you like a travel kit, and then it hosts everything inside, all the cards inside. So I'm gonna open it. You're gonna be hearing that because that's relatively close to the microphone. Sorry. Let's see here. So I'm gonna remove the straps first, and I should probably get them away so they won't be eating space, because this is not a big table I'm recording at. Maybe I should have picked a better place to record. But it's fine. I'm gonna remove the strap and get inside. The reason why I'm telling you what product I'm using here is because oh, there's a headphone in the shot. Is so that you guys know, if you want to copy what I'm doing, you can get a box like this to carry around the cube in. Inside this cube, let's open it, and this will send. Because I don't have enough space, I need to move this out. But this here is actually magnetic, put together, so it holds really well over the box. I'm gonna remove this too, so that it's not in the way. I don't know where to put it, but I'll figure that out. And here's the inside, which has it's called these here, the Dragon Shield Cube shells, which is my custom boosters. These here, they have 12 cards each, like an actual booster pack. But as I said, this is a cube, so it's a custom booster, where I decide which cards are in it. The reason why cube is better than better than regular booster packs for drafting is that you can design it so that, like for instance, cards like let's say the what is it called? Oh, why can't I remember his name right now? This is the problem with being live. It's a gun Digimon. What is it called? What is it called? I'm gonna look up the card in question because I was gonna use it as an example. Deputymon. There is a Deputymon card in the game that has the ability that you can search for the Three Musketeers. That is, when you're drafting, a card like that is very useful to useless to get, because it's unlikely that you also get one of the Three Musketeers, unless you build a cube that has all the Musketeers in it. I haven't done that, but as I said, if you want something that targets specific cards, you either need to compensate by having an extra amount of those cards in the cube, or not have it at all, so that people don't get stuck with cards that they can't use for what they're supposed to be used for. Which you can't control with a booster pack, because booster packs are inherently built differently. They're built for collecting, whereas this cube is built for drafting, and that's why custom cubes. As for my cube specifically, it's what we call a singleton cube, which means it's only one copy of each card. And I do balance this by only making 40 card decks with them, so to keep consistency going. So that's part of the rules that goes along with my cube. So only 40 card decks. It's a singleton format, and babies are not in the cube boosters. They are over here, the baby Digimon. And the reason I'm doing that is because I think it would complicate the process further if we had to draft, or if we had to randomly get the babies from the boosters too. So I think it's easier to have them on the side and then drafting them after the fact. In fact, I have 2 of each baby. I said it was a singleton format. That's true for the cube itself, but for the babies here, I have 2 of each, so that if someone is planning to use like specifically this version of Gunimon, and someone else is like, I want that too, they can each get it. And the reason why I think that is important is just in case someone builds that deck up around a specific level 2 Digimon, so that they don't get screwed over because someone else wants it and they get to pick first. But yeah, let's get into it, because inside here we have the actual cube, and I want to showcase the cards inside. So you're getting the deck list right here on cam. But as I said, you can also find the deck list in the description. But let's start by opening each of these custom boosters, which, if I could actually get it out, here is my first. As you see, Dragon Shield Cube shells. I decided to go with the 5 colors because you see I added a Flamedramon sticker. Oh, sorry, I accidentally hit the microphone. A Flamedramon sticker and a Hawkmon sticker. I drew these myself and got a friend to print out the sticker sheets. And this is just because I like the way it looks. I think it adds a little flair to the cubes. And that's for the red one. You can see here the blue one has oh, why can't I remember your name right now? I don't remember its name right now. Strapimon and Vmon in the blue. There were no purple cube shells from Dragon Shield, so I made the purple Digimon go on the white one. But yeah, let's get inside. And right now, normally you would shuffle the cards in the cube so that it's random what's inside. But right now I have them sorted for this video. So don't think that when you open a booster and you get inside, that because this is all the yellow rookies, or well, not all the red rookies, that's what you're gonna expect. Normally you would shuffle them so it's randomized, because otherwise what's the point of draft? I also want to showcase this Hyper Coliseum card back on my sleeves that I really like. I think it looks absolutely stunningly. Absolutely amazing. And also, as you can see, I have double sleeved it with penny sleeves to protect the sleeve inside and the cards by extension. And as you can see, my deck has the P1 Promo Agumon, which is really good because it's an on-play effect, which means it's for cube, because on-play effects are relatively splashable. So you can summon this thing and kill one of your opponent's Digimon, whether you play green, red, yellow, or black. And the reason why this is important is because when you do a draft, you have to make do with what you get, which means that pure color decks was never an option for draft. Even back in the earlier versions of this cube, where we didn't have dual color cards, pure color deck was never an option. And I've test played with earlier versions of this cube, and it has been fun. And you can make working decks like that, not competitive level decks for tournament play, but absolutely things that. But since everyone is working with the same card pool and the same draft, the playing field is leveled, and you can get a lot of fun out of that. So yeah, definitely Agumon. We have the promo Biomon, which generally just is a really good version of Biomon. And I couldn't do a cube without having a Biomon in. You kind of need to have the original 8, you know? Here is the BT1 Agumon, the alternate art, fancy, which is also an unplay effect, but it's also a searcher. Because it's a singleton format, only one of each card, searchers are extremely important for consistency, so the cube has a lot of those. If you want to build your own cube, I highly recommend using a lot of searchers. I also have guides in the description in the same Google Sheet doc as I have the deck list and everything, where you can read how to make a cube, what to do with a cube, why would you cube, stuff like that. There's a lot of information down there. Oh wait, is this? Yeah, this is BT1. Why are you before promo Gilmon? We have promo Gilmon, which has a nice when attacking. Again, that's something that triggers off regardless of what kind of deck you build, so it's relatively splashable. And here we have promo Gamamon, which is reliant on a red tamer, so that's less splashable. But what is it called? But it's a strong card, and I thought it would be fun to have Gamamon in the set. So yeah, we have the original starter deck Agumon. We have starter deck 7 Agumon, Biomon, starter deck 7, very important card. You want to have a lot of blockers in a cube like this, so that people have easy access to them, so no one gets screwed over because they can't find a blocker and they don't have proper deck balance. That's super important. So yeah, here is Hawkman. The reason why I have a vanilla Hawkman in is so that it can be played together with cards like Shurimon. As I said, if you want to have things that call out specific things, you need to increase the amount there is. So I use an extra Hawkman for that reason, even though it's vanilla. Although vanilla cards has their place. Moving on to Flamemon. Unplay means splashable. Hybrid. Hybrid is also splashable because there's a lot of hybrid cards in each color. So you can build a deck that works with itself. That synergizes between colors by focusing on hybrid, for instance, which is something that I think is important. So I have a lot of hybrids in the booster. It's a searcher, which increases consistency. Really important. Here is another Agumon, and this is also a searcher on play. Searches for Greymons again. Or similarly, there is a lot of Greymon cards, so you can get some synergy going on between those, even though you're between colors, which is again important. And another Flamemon to increase the amount of hybrids we have. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Hello. There was a little bit of a hiccup with the recording, but I'm back. Sorry about that. I ran out of memory on the camera. Give me a second, because I realized that I forgot to turn on the light. There we go. That should help a bit on the video quality. Don't mind the movement of my chair. But yeah, getting into the next one. As you see, this is the blue cube shell with Vmon and Strapimon. Already showcased that. Getting in here. Oh, I also realized that I past the point where I should return the Agumon into this assortment. Here we have Flamemon, again, unplay searcher for hybrids. It also targets Takuya, Kambara, and Susanomon. Takuya is not. Oh wait, Takuya is in the cube. Susanomon is not in the cube. I don't use level 7s in my cube personally, because I think again it would complicate the ratios of the decks as well as the ratio of the cube. I try to keep like roughly 17, 18 level 3s and around 5 tamers, 7 option cards, 15 level 4s, 11 level 5s, and 8 level 6. And it would complicate those parts, and also because I think the level 7s are quite powerful, and there's not quite enough of them. So in cube format, it would be easy for someone to hoard a couple of level 7s, and then suddenly the game becomes unfun. And not because I think like inherently building a deck with level 7s is superior to having a deck without it. As much as I think there is a chance that you would get those kinds of rate scenarios where there's a guy who keeps winning because he got lucky with some of the secret rare and super rare level 7s, and then people start being like, well, you only won because you got that card, and I don't want that to happen, so I try to keep them out. If you want to do them in your cube, I can totally see why. Omnimon Sword, Chaosmon, Millenniumon, all really, really cool, fantastic Digimon, but I'm trying to keep it to level 6 boss cards. As I said, it also helps with the level playing field and all that. So yeah, definitely good. Hybrid, Unplay, Searcher. Great card. Here's the other Hawkmon, and it can evolve from both yellow and red. It's also the alternative. Isn't it amazing? But yeah, it can evolve from red and yellow level 2s, which is again great because that makes Hawkmon more splashable, which in general, as I said, is really good for this kind of format. Here's Gamamon, which has the here's another Gamamon. As I said, I enjoy having Gamamon in it because Gamamon is adorable, but the Gamamon cards are also really strong, so that's the reason why I keep them in here. Here's another Agumon. It's a strong Agumon, and it's Searcher. It's not as splashable, but as I said, searching is always good. Here's also a relatively strong Biomon, and now we're moving into the red level 4s. Starting with Quartermon, which is a blocker. We already went over why it's important to have a lot of blockers in your cube. Here we have starter deck Greymon, which has a inherited security +1, which is good in any deck, any red deck. Here we have an unplay security Greymon, which is splashable, but also it's a security Digimon, which are all like blockers, the kind of stable cards that you really want people to have easy access to, so have a few of these. Here's Tyrannomon. It has jamming, which is cool. I also have a lot of Tyrannomon cards because again, Tyrannomon is one of those decks that you can works if it's splashed. I don't know if I will keep Tyrannomon for future iterations of the cube. Well, this Tyrannomon probably because it has jamming. That's just straight up good. But in terms of having like black and green Tyrannomons too alongside Taiga, because as I said, it's a way to encourage people to splash colors. But at the same time, it's also one of those things where Taiga only works if you have Tyrannomon cards. So it can be a bit restrictive as well. It's one of those, yeah and no, it has its ups, it has its downs. Maybe if another Mega level 6 Tyrannomon card comes out, I'd think that it might work better, because right now we only have Rush Tyrannomon, so it's one of those things where you kind of want both Taiga and Rush Tyrannomon. There's a lot of other Tyrannomon cards in the cube, so that's no problem. You can see there's another one, a Tyrannomon that's in the deck because it's a Tyrannomon, or in the cube because it's Tyrannomon. Here's another security Digimon. So yeah, and here's a Guimon. It is here because it's a hybrid. As I said, they're also relatively splashable. Here, well, not splashable, but they encourage dual color deck building. Here we have the yellow cube with a Patamon sticker and a Gatomon sticker. Very adorable. Let's get in here. Here we have Burning Greymon, another one of the hybrids. Monochromon, a blocker. Another Burning Greymon hybrid. Here we have a Cubemon that can evolve from both red and yellow, aka a splashable card. Cyclomon, black and red, splashable, important. Phantomon, red and blue, splashable, important. Also, it has Armor Purge, which you can easily build an Armor Purge base deck also with this cube. So if you want to collect these, that also works, and that's also again a way to build a deck that isn't monocolored, which again could be too restricted with the format essentially. Here's Battle Gamamon, which is Blitz. Here's a red and green Tyrannomon, again good. And here we have a Metal Greymon, mostly here because of the Greymon archetype. Here's the Skullgrim that's also on play. Metal Tyrannomon here because it's Tyrannomon. A Sylphimon, splashable, yellow red, good. Moving into the next one, which is a green one with Palmon and Wormmon on it. I tried to get some what's called top-down perspective on Wormmon here, and I think I did it really well. But yeah, diving right in. Here we have Aldermon, again hybrid. Here we have a red-yellow Rice Greymon, again dual color, makes it splashable. Aldermon. It's also that not just that it works for building a red-yellow deck. You can also grab this and use it in a red-green deck because it evolves from red and it still works. Or you can have it in a yellow-black deck. These are just random colors that comes out of mind. I don't think yellow-black would work that well, but the fact that it's dual colored makes it so that it can be used in a wide variety of decks that just uses red and or yellow. Again, one of the reasons why dual color cards are so important. Aldermon, another hybrid, another dual color card. Here's an on-play effect again. And it's a Greymon. Here's also something that can evolve from both black and red. Again, useful. Again, can evolve from black and red. Now we're moving into the megas. So these are the red buzz cards you can find in my cube. And these are Gallantmon, Ancient Greymon, Blitz Greymon, Shine Greymon, and Emperor Greymon. There are a bit more. You can see two of these also works with the hybrid playstyle. One of these can evolve from black, so it's splashable. One of these can evolve from yellow, so it's slightly splashable. These guys are the guys where you get them in a booster, and then you're like, okay, this might be what I want to build my deck up around, So that's the importance of level 6 Digimon. It's not all of the reds because a few more are in this booster, which I didn't really showcase. Hagurumon and Gutsumon stickers, which is awesome. Moving in. Here we have Castromon. Again, something that evolves from red and black. It also works with Machinedramon, which I have a couple of in the queue. It also searches for things with Cyborg in its trait, which again, because Cyborg exists both in black and red, it can encourage multicolor builds. Which is also one of the reasons why Metal Greymon is important, because it's not just a Greymon, it's also a Cyborg. So you can both go in the guy who drafts for Machinedramon deck and the guy who drafts for Greymon deck. They might fight over that card while that's being drafted. Shukyamon, just a good buzz card. War Greymon, one of the buzz cards for the Greymon builds. And we're moving into Tamers. This here is Taikamiya. Generally, having Tamers in your deck is powerful. Not all decks needs them, of course, but I like Tamers, and because I have a lot of hybrids, I have 6 Tamers per color. Normally, I would probably say that ratio-wise go 5 Tamers per color, but I have 6 because there's a lot of hybrids. Taikamiya, Sora Takunuchi, Marcus Damon, Takuya Kambara. Takuya Kambara's main effect is not so good in Cube because getting that many hybrids and also getting Emperor Greymon is unlikely. However, his inherited effect is really good together with the hybrid cards, and for that reason I have decided to keep him in. Yori Inui and Hiro Amonokawa. Moving on to the option cards, we have Lightning Joust, which is a cheap and cool card. Gaia Force, obviously very powerful removal. And Red Memory Boost, again, searching, super important. Let's move into the white booster here, which has the Impmon sticker and the Wizardmon sticker. Now you've seen all the stickers. I also feel like I did a great job with the Impmon sticker. It's very cute and it has a lot of personality. But yeah, here we have Heir of Dragons, which again, to encourage Greymon builds. Red Reamer, just generally a decent option card. Fire Drake Strike to encourage hybrid builds. Fire Rocket to encourage use of armor. Moving into the blue cards. Here we have Promo Gabumon and Unplay Searcher. Again, super important. Another Unplay Searcher in Dracomon. We have Vmon, which is also an Unplay Searcher, and it is a green-blue. It can evolve from green and blue. Betamon, it might be a vanilla, but it can evolve from green and blue. Armadillomon, vanilla, here for the same reasons as Hawkmon, to work with the armor ones. Monmon, a blocker, definitely important. Here's a Vmon. Here's the Vmon alternate art from Booster 3. It looks fantastic. I absolutely adore it, and I love the fact that the rest of the O2 cast Digimon are in the background. I love the artwork. Moving further. It feels weird, like opening my own boosters on stream. Again, hybrid, searcher, splashable, good. Gabumon, searcher. Also trying to encourage Garurumon decks, because Garurumon also exists in a wide variety of colors. Stripemon, hybrid, works. Stripemon, hybrid, searcher, good. Patamon can evolve from both blue and yellow, so it is splashable. Again, Vmon, searcher, can evolve from both blue and green. Gabumon, searcher, encourages Garurumon decks. Goemon, Unplay, therefore splashable, uses the trash mechanic, which is one of Blue's main gimmicks, to keep Blue's personality alive. Just a good Vmon card. Garurumon, as I said, try to encourage Garurumon decks. Gristimon is a blocker, security Digimon with an Unplay, so definitely also worth something further in here. Oh, I didn't show this, so I'm gonna show this as well. In front of the intrainings in here, I also have these from the starter decks, just enough for 8 players. And you may also have noticed on cam at the beginning that I had these here, which I use as memory markers. Absolutely nice addition. Well, moving in. Here's XVmon, again, something that can evolve from both green and blue, and also something that has an extra effect if you build green-blue. Again, encouraging those multicolor builds. Garurumon, Lobomon, pre-release version. Really cool card I got my hands on here. Also, a hybrid. Garurumon, hybrid, and Garurumon. Another blocker, another hybrid, another hybrid, another hybrid, another dual color card, a dual color card with armor purge, dual color card with armor purge, something that can evolve from 2 colors, and you kind of see how all of this, how this, you kind of get to see now how this cube is definitely built for drafting, and how you can easily mismatch something together into a functional deck. And as I said, everyone gets to be on the same level playing field, and it can be fun. One of the things that makes Cube really fun is the fact that you have to make do with what you got. It's like a test of your deck building skills and your intuitiveness, as well as your ability to work in the moment. Unlike competitive tournaments where you have a lot of time ahead of time to plan and really build your deck, which is absolutely fun too. But this is also fun. It's a different kind of fun with the card game that I really enjoy. Here's Garurumon. Again, trying to invoke Garurumon playstyles. Another Garurumon. Here's a blocker. Dual color card. Card that can evolve in 2 colors. Hybrid, hybrid, hybrid. Another Garurumon. Can evolve in 2 colors. Goes into the trash thing. Also, Sudomon is awesome. And here we have an Ulforce Widramon, the first of the boss cards that I have included for the blue. For the blue cards, we might go back over the boss cards when we're done with opening the boosters. Moving in. Here we have Imperadramon, dual color boss card. Another Imperadramon. I probably have a lot of Imperadramons in the cube. We have Ancient Garurumon and Magna Garurumon, Ancient Megatherium, Metal Garurumon, and another Imperial Dramon Dragon mode. Again, trying to encourage people to not try to get a single color again, because it's unlikely to do that when you're drafting. You're dealt random cards and you need to work with what you get. So this helps make those kinds of mismatched color decks consistent. Here we have Blue Matt, Davis Mutamiya, Tommy Himi, TK Takeshi, Davis Mutamiya, and Kenny Tsuchi. Again, dual color card. And I think there's one more tamer in the blue set. So let's move on. Yes, Sora and Joe. And here we have the option cards. Kaiser Nail, a classic. Howling Memory Boost. Starlight Velocity. Blue Memory Boost. Again, this is a promo card, but also it's a searcher. Death Parade Blaster, Howling Crusher, Giga Death. Moving in to the yellow rookies. Starting with Patamon, it's an on-play that used the recovery thing. Salamon, again, something that can evolve from both yellow and purple. Same goes for Lapman here, although it's vanilla. An on-play searcher. Patamon, also good. Let's move into this pack. Okay, here we have another Agumon, a Salamon with an undeletion. Here we have another vanilla Armadillomon, again existing to support the armor stuff, the armor Digimon, and unplay searching Lobmon. A Brush Bushiakumon. Lucemon is here. I mean, can you fault me for putting Lucemon in here? Lucemon is awesome. And relatively smashable, again. An unplay Rainermon. Another unplay. It's a Pulsemon. Another Pulsemon. An Armadillomon that can search and can evolve from both yellow and blue. A Candlemon that can evolve from yellow and purple. And a Patamon with a search effect. Moving in again. And again, you can see the entire deck list in the description in the sheet that is linked. Here's just a good Salamon. Here's a promo Gatchmon that encourages dual color decks. We have a Blogger. We have a Greymon. Another Gatchmon that encourages dual color decks. Another Blogger. Hey, don't mind that was my tower of empty boosters or cube shells that just fell over. Sorry about that. Oh well, I'll deal with that later. Cubimon, just a good card. Casamon, hybrid. Sylphimon, hybrid. Angemon, dual color. Ankelmon can evolve from both red and yellow and blue. Dino Human, dual color. Moving further. Magnamon, dual color, also a blocker. Rapidmon, dual color. Digimon, dual color. Neomon, security Digimon. Moving on to the ultimates, Antiwoman can evolve from both yellow and purple. Magnamon, an unplay. Rice Greymon, a Greymon. Shakumon, a blue and yellow card. Maycrackmon, again, just a powerful yellow card. Talmon, again, just a powerful yellow card. Jet Sylphimon, hybrid. Kugimon, might be vanilla, but also dual color. Shakomon, Dual color. Anti-Woman, just a good card. Magnamon, just a good card. Mastermon, dual color, boss card. Shine Greymon, War Greymon, again, encouraging Greymon. Barbamon can evolve from both yellow and green. Ancient Castlemon, hybrid. Well, not technically a hybrid, one of the 10 legendary warriors, but hybrid playstyle, you know? Can evolve from both purple and yellow, works with the purple Cherubimon, which is also in the cube. Blue-yellow, another strong, generally just strong Digimon. And also, how could I make a cube without Seraphimon, you know? Seraphimon is also, we also have Cherubimon in the cube, so, you know, kind of fits together. I don't think we have Ophanimon though, sadly. Oh, actually we do have Ophanimon. We have Ophanimon Full Diamond. Here's a really good TK. Honestly, this is one of the best starter deck tamers, if you ask me. Moving in. Another TK, a TK and Kari, a Soi Orimoto, Korihida, and Karikamiya. Then we have Yellow Memory Boost, again, Searcher, Blinding Ray, Tactical Retreat, Violent Breath, Disaster Blaster, Plasma Shot, and Evolution Ancient, again, to encourage a hybrid. Which is not a yellow one, I know that, but I put it with yellow because to try and keep like a good perspective of the ratio for myself. What I do if I have one less, if I need to have one less option card in one color and I end up doing one less option card in yellow, I put the extra white option card here so that I know where that extra card went. Essentially, it's just so that I know in my head what's going on. But yeah, moving into the green. Tentomon, Unplay, Searcher. Although it's searching for green, so it's not very splashable. Just a good Pawmon. Kokabuterimon, encouraging multicolor decks. Wormmon can evolve from both green and blue. Another good Tentomon. Kokuamon, really good Digimon. Unplay Pawmon, that's also a Searcher. Another Agumon, a Searching Wormmon, Chairman Assistant, also just a good green rookie. Bagmon, Unplay Godsmon, although not as splashable because it looks for green cards. It's also weird to have a Godsmon in green. Betamon, Unplay and Searcher, really nice. Another Pulsemon, another Pawmon, another Tentomon. Here's a Pokemon, which is a Searcher, and it works with the hybrid stuff. We have Green Tyrannomon, the promo, again to follow with the Tyrannomon decks. We have a Blocker Kabuterimon. We have a Stigmon that encourages multicolor builds, also green-blue. We have a Security Digimon in Slimon. We have a Searching Togemon, another Blocker, another Searcher, and a Tyrannomon. You can see how this cube is designed to create consistency between certain kinds of deck types. They will, as I said, they will also never be as competitive, consistent as competitive build decks, obviously. Dokugamon, another Searcher, another Hybrid, another Hybrid, another Hybrid, another Hybrid. Dual Color, Armor Purge, Dual Color, Armor Purge. Can evolve from green and blue. Here we have a Searcher, Dual Color, Tyrannomon, just a good green card. Moving in. We're more than halfway through, don't worry guys. Here we have another evolves through two colors, just a good green card. Another Searcher, and it's an X-Antibody. I also have a lot of X-Antibody cards in the cube. To focus on that. I wanted to put Alphamon in the cube, but I don't have it. It's like one of the only cards in the entire Digimon collection I don't own. I'll fix that eventually, but it's really expensive. Another Hybrid, Dual Color card, and a Tyrannomon. Can evolve in two colors. A good Lilymon. Moving into the boss cards of green, we have Rosemon, Rust Tyrannomon, Imperial Demon Dragon Mode, Ancient Troymon, Danorexmon, another X-Antibody. There's gotta be more X antibody things in the cube after booster 9, definitely. Ancient Beetlemon, Imperialmon Fighter Mode, and another Rosemon. Here we have the Tamers, Easy, Mimi, Tiger, Ken, Easy Mimi, JP. And moving into the option cards, we have again Green Mirror Boost, good for searching. Hell Masquerade, Smashed Potatoes. I think things like Smashed Potatoes and what's it called? Hidden Potential Discovered are really important green cards. We have Flower Cannon. I love this alternate art. Dimension Scissor, Hidden Potential Discovered, Lightning Blade. And now we're moving into the black things. Keramon, Sonorissamon, a blocker in Agumon, Toy Agumon, Keramon, Godsmon, another blocker, Toy Agumon, Commandramon, another blocker. There's a lot of blockers in black. Something that makes black surprisingly splashable in cube format is that you can always use blockers, you know, and black makes it easy to get those. So if you're like, if you don't know what kind of, you don't know which colors to splash together to make your deck, you might end up building black. Junkmon, Chikurimon, Security Digimon, Toy Agumon, Dormon, Unplay Searcher for X Antibody, also X Antibody, Monstermon, Unplay Searcher for Nightmon and Deadly Axemon, which are also in the cube. Ryudamon, another Searcher, also X Antibody stuff. Agumon, Searcher for Greymons and Dragonkins, also can evolve from both red and black. Agumon, Unplay, encourages Machine and Cyborg decks. Another Keramon, and a Nemon. Here we have Greymon, just another Greymon. Here we have a blocker, which is also Tyrannomon. Oof, we're getting through this, one booster at a time. I do not have space on this table. Another Greymon, blocker that's also Security Digimon, very important stuff. Another blocker, Skull Knightmon, Deadly Axemon. These want to work together again. Keep a low amount of cards that need specific other cards, but I think the Deadly Knight Skull Knight thing here, that's one of the exceptions I've done in my cube. As I said, it's into your leeway whether or not you want to do something like this. I don't recommend doing a lot of these. Not a lot of these. I already explained the issue with getting a Deputymon and then not getting any of the other Musketeers. So yeah, just things to keep in mind. But I do have them here. One of the reasons is also that at the moment there's a low amount. There's not that many black cards that don't rely on something. So I ended up deciding that Skull Knightmon was one of the cooler things I could go with in black. Here we have Grumpmon and Gigasmon, Hybrid, Dogamon, X Antibody, Skull Knightmon Cavalier Mode, Ginryumon. There's also surprising amount of Skull Knightmon support. Like we have at least 3 different level 4s here. So again, Ginryumon, another X Antibody, Greymon, can evolve from red and black. Another blocker in Gardramon here. And we're down to the last 8 boosters. Down to the last 8 boosters. Here comes Metal Greymon. Another Tyrannomon. Another Greymon. Another blocker. A dual color card. Another dual color card. Dark Knightmon, which works with the other Dark Knightmon cards. Another X Antibody. A red-black card. Another Tyrannomon. Machinedramon, as we already established earlier that those work well together. Let's go in here. Kresgarurumon, more Garurumon stuff. Can also evolve from both black and red, which makes it more splashable. Craniumon, really good blocker. Darukamon, X Antibody boss card. Ancient Volcamon, 10 Warriors. Odiumon, another X Antibody. Black Wargreymon, black-red boss card. Machinedramon, can evolve from both red and black. So yeah. And here we have Ty, Joe, Easy, and Easy with Joe. for the tamers. We do have one more black tamer coming in this booster. As I said, there's 12 cards in each booster. And you can also see that when they're double sleeved, I don't think I showed that before, they actually fit really neatly into the cube shell, so I highly recommend double sleeving. Find a cool kind of sleeve you like, and then, as I said, double sleeve with penny sleeves. Kota Totomoto, again, going into the X-Antibody stuff. Back memory, Beast Cyclone, looking back at the good times, Blazing Storm Metal, Iron Fisted Onslaught, Dark Gaia Force, Ultimate Connection. All really neat option cards. Just gonna go here. Devimon, again, unplay, but again, works best with purple stuff. Gabumon, a Dragmon with an unplay. Ghostmon to it's a blocker and it intensifies again dual color builds or triple color builds. There actually I do see people go triple color when we're cubing. So Kaimon can evolve from both purple and yellow. It's also an unplay searcher. Gabumon, Impmon, Tapirmon, Sukaimon, Labramon, Gilmon, Fake Agumon Expert, Goblimon, Elecmon, Lapmon, Devimon, a searcher. Tapirmon, and getting into the level 4s. Devimon, a blocker, a Garurumon card, a dual color card, a security and unplay, another dual color, another card that encourages dual multicolor deck building, a blocker, Garurumon, Retaliate Devimon, hybrid. Okay, final 3. Here is a dual color card, a pretty good Ogremon, a dual color card, a retaliation card. Going into the ultimates, Myosman with retaliation, another Garurumon. Late Demon here can evolve in 2 colors. It's also Searcher, where Garurumon, Lady Devimon, dual color card, and Rebellion, Skull Greymon, another hybrid. Last 2 boosters, woohoo! Here we go. A good Lady Devimon, a Skull Greymon that can evolve from red and purple. Chimeramon here that can evolve from any color, and also counts as a lot of colors. Very splashable card. Purple Greskamon Mastermon that can evolve from 2 colors. Dan Devimon because Devimon's Mega needs to be here. Chaos Galantmon, Angel Sphinxmon, Cherubimon, Ophanimon Fall Down Mode, Venomiotismon. Here we have a purple mat, and we're getting into the tamers and the option cards here, and that's basically it. Another mat, Mimi, Kari, Sora Takenuchi, and Mune Tachikara alongside Koichi Kimura. And here we have Purple Memory Boost, Nailbone, Night Raid, Trump Sword, Jack Raid, Underworld Call, and Chaos Degradation. That is everything in the cube. I will now, that I have everything out on the table, I will now showcase you guys how I shuffle for the cube. How I do the booster packs. So, moving this aside now, I'm gonna start by shuffling these. These are all the option cards. And as I said, they need to be really thoroughly shuffled. You see, I shuffle each type of card separately from each other and make sure that there's an equal distribution of each card type and each level between each boosters. This way, you won't just open a booster filled with Mega Digimon. I think this is a healthier way of preparing boosters. Although if you want to go full random, you can do that if you want to. But this is how I do it. So yeah. And I have, what do I have? There is a lot of cards in it. I have 12 cards per booster, and I have 4 boosters per player, I think. So everyone gets 48 cards, 40 cards to build for the deck, and 8 cards to be sideboarded. So that means that and it's an 8-player cube. 8, 16, 32. Yeah, that's 32. I have 32 boosters. Need to remember that. So yeah, this needs to be thoroughly shuffled. And once it is, I spread them out in 32 piles, which I'm not sure I have space for here, but I will try my best to do so. Oof, I hit the camera stand. I was afraid it might fall over. It didn't. I'm very glad it didn't. Ooh, so yeah. Can I do that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Not with all these booster packs here, at least. They're going to be way in the way. I do not have enough space. I need space! Oh, this is kind of frustrating. I don't mind. I'll figure it out. I'll definitely figure it out. Move this here out here. And okay. But yeah, starting with the option cards. Actually, usually I start with the rookies, just because I like that when people they open the boosters, the first thing they see is the rookies. So let's take the rookies and shuffle them. Now the option cards are pre-shuffled. So yeah, you see here I'm shuffling 3 colors of rookies here because it's a big pile and it's hard to shuffle all of it together. So I'm gonna start by shuffling these. I know this is gonna be the probably the more boring part of the video because I don't have a lot to say right now because I already explained what I do and we're just gonna be doing it. So that's just gonna be me shuffling for a little while and then we'll get into it. But yeah, it's fun. It's what it is. That should be a decent shuffle, I think. Then I split it in 2. Then I split this in 2. And I start shuffling these together. So that all 6 colors ends up shuffled together. And so they don't know what ends up in which booster pack, obviously. That was a lot. Moving in here. And as you can see, that should be a relatively effective shuffle. So now, we're going to do 8 piles, or well, 32 piles. So yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So that's that. Yeah, the space is really an issue. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. That is not 32 piles. I need some more space again. What do I do? What do I do? So now we can continue. And yeah, that's basically how I make each booster, essentially. Just 32 piles, and spreading out the rookies first. Let's get this here. So you can see there's somewhere between what is that? 3 or 4 rookies per booster, or something like that. Which is going to be consistent across the board. Boom. Here. And now we're out at the parts of the table you guys cannot see. Well, you can't see a lot of it. Again, sorry if this is not the most exciting part of the video. But yeah, got here. That should be. That is not right. Oh, wait, yes it is. Yes it is. Right. Okay, so this here, the one next to this one is currently the one I'm at. So there's like 3 in rookies in all of these, and there's like in the ones next over here, there are like 4 of them in. So that means that these here will have a champion more, will get to champion before earlier than the guys over here, but it's still like ratio wise, it's definitely there. Now I'm shuffling the champions. Hey Gigasman, he wanted to say hi. Normally I actually shuffle everything first before I do this, but today it's like this, I guess. Which, nothing wrong with that. We'll just figure stuff out as we go, you know. 고깃게 나 천이 나대 기라메쿠 그새に乗って今すぐ君に会いに行くを何かおうこの空に届くのだろうだけど明日の夜でもわからない無限大な夢のあるの何もない世の中じゃそうさ愛しい思いも負けそうになるけど捨ていそうなイメージを染めたぎこちない翼でもきっと飛べるさ On my love 曖昧な言葉でいかに便利だって叫んでるヘッドソン聞きながら何かこの街に響きのだろうだけど明日の夜でもわからない無限大な夢のあるのやらせない世の中じゃそうさ愛しい思いも負けそうになるけど捨ていそうなイメージを染めたぎこちない翼でもきっと飛べるさ On my love I'm sorry, I don't have much to say aside from I'm still shuffling, I'm still putting things up. But if you guys enjoy my singing, I'm just gonna do that. Hope that's not too awful. I don't know, do I know other Digimon songs? Like, I know all of them, of course, but do I remember the lyrics to them so I can sing them? I mean, I can the beginning of the Tim's one. Wanna be the biggest dreamer, sensoku yoku mirai o ima mo kakenukeru. Bam 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 bam. ba da 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 da, bum bum ba dum, ba da 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 da, da 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 da. So yeah, that's where I can't anymore. Na 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 da 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 da. To break out,新しいファイター。本当なくしないさ。君を君で超えてゆくんだ。叶え場所。Nope, don't remember the rest. I hope that's alright. Just me shuffling. Every day I'm shuffling. I believe all card players ever has made that joke at some point. Because every day we are shuffling. Oh, this is a lot. Could I be an absolute bastard about it? I can. Pokemon, gotta catch them, it's you and it's me. I know it's my destiny, blasphemy, singing a Pokemon song while shuffling Digimon cards. Pokemon, gotta catch them, our hearts so true. Our courage will pull us through. Yes, you'll teach me and I'll teach you. Pokemon, gonna catch them all, I'm gonna catch them all. Gonna catch them all, Digimon. Digimon, Digigo monsters, Digimon are the champions. Digimon, Digigo monsters, Digimon are the champions. Change into digital champions to save the digital world. Digimon, Digigo monsters, Digimon are the champions. Digimon, Digigo monsters, Digimon are the champions. Moving into the champion spread. That makes it sound like I'm doing Digimon Tarot. And now we're doing the Metal Greymon Tarot spread. And as we are revealing the number 8 Strength and number 11 Justice cards, we can see that you are destined to be redeemed, Ken Ichijoji. You will stop being the Digimon Emperor and you will start being a good boy. Spoilers for a 20 years old show. But yeah. That goes here. And we still have more champions. It was too much to shuffle in a single hand, so we still have a little bit more champions to go through momentarily. But yeah. Can't think of anything to sing. I already sung Butterfly. Butterfly is awesome, by the way. May Watakoji's soul rest in peace. He was truly an artist. Let's just be honest. Bum ba ba da dum ba da ba 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 da ba 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 da dum ba da 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 la 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 la. Kimi o kimi de koete yukunda kana ibashota. It's time to go. It's time to go. Kimi o kimi de koete yukunda hondo. Can't remember the rest. Be fine. Because now I'm spreading out cards again. It's gonna take a minute. But yeah, you can see, as I said, 32 piles. Make sure that there's an even spread of each level of each card type in each pile, and it'll make for wonderful and well balanced booster packs, essentially. Okay, that's the champions. Here we have the ultimate pile, which is also a pretty chunky pile, so I'm gonna spread that into two and shuffle it separately again, and then, you know, go down. But after that, I believe I can shuffle each pile individually, basically. Should be. I think so. So yeah. Moving in here. At this time we got through everywhere but the last pile over here. I think this makes sense math-wise. I'm unsure actually, but we'll find out as we'll move through everything. Otherwise I might have made a mistake somewhere, but that doesn't matter. Because I'm not gonna do this over for the camera. I might fix it after the fact, but I don't think I made a mistake. But I'm just worried that it's... I'll figure it out. Okay. That's the... And then let's shuffle this one. I don't know why that one is my go-to right now. But yeah, there's a lot of really good Digimon songs also. Slash your life, ba da 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 card slash, ba da 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 ba da da, ba da ba da ba da da da. I generally just Digimon music is great. You may be asking, why don't you just put music on? Well, I don't want to be copyright stricken. So yeah. I could put Digimon music on, but also, as I said, copyright. Oh, who doesn't enjoy the opening to Digimon World Next Order? Absolutely wonderful. Can we not? That thing belongs there. So yeah. Digimon, forever united as one. For our sake we spirit evolve. One for this world is one for us all. Digimon. I like that one. It's like one of the better English Digimon themes. And I don't know, it's also kind of weird that like whenever something makes a bad story, I always feel like they have like the greatest music. It's also like Sonic musicals are just generally good, even though they're like stuff like 06 and Sonic Boom comes out, and then they have like killer soundtracks. So, you know, that's just so weird, I know, but what can you do about it? Um, Even if I did make a minor mistake, I don't think it matters in the grand scheme of things. Like if I accidentally put a rookie in the wrong pile or something like that, that might. I think that's fine. If you make a mistake like that, it's probably fine. I mean, you're playing for fun anyways, and like the rate of the boosters should still be pretty good otherwise. Okay, there we go. Moving in here, and then let's see here. Putting cards down again. Ba da 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 ba da ba da 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 da. 逃げたい諦めることは誰も信じる See, this is the problem. If I could remember the lyrics, I could just be sitting here going Digimon song to Digimon song. But no. 誰も信じる愛続けよろ日が近いことがある青い星に Okay, moving on to Mega. くせるように知らないパワーがジャムる波動いかついんだらすまねがいを打つんじゃない人からぬかな Show me your brave heart. Oh, that's also a good one. Good songs. Still, there's that part in the middle that I don't remember the lyrics for. Everything around it apparently, but not that part in the middle. 逃げたい諦めることは誰も信じろ And then my brain just blanks. And then continues it. 愛続けようことがある青い星に Go. Absolutely wonderful. So, now Mega can go in here. I'm glad option is already shuffled, so I don't have to deal with that. So as you can see, there's like 1 to 2 megas in each booster. There we go. Then let's move on to Tamers. There. I need to remember that this is the one I'm at. I'm sorry that you can't see everything. There's nothing I can really do about that. That's just how it is. Can't really move the camera. It's you do not want to see my actual setup. It's not a camera stand. And I am afraid it might wobble over any second, so I don't dare touch it. But yeah. There we go. Almost done. almost done. Then we can continue to what's actually fun. There's probably gonna be like a timestamp that shows if you want to just skip the part where I'm basically just shuffling. But otherwise, it's fine. I'd probably add that at some point. If I haven't added it in upload, just comment and tell me, hey, you doofus, you forgot with the timestamp. And we'll get the option cards in here. And with that, well, I need to. It's a huge pile of option cards. So give me a second. Give me a second. But with that, we basically have 32 custom boosters. You don't need cube cells to do boosters. Like, don't think when you see all this fancy stuff that I own that that is like a requirement or anything like that. Because it's not. It's just, you know, how I do it. So now you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This is a booster. And then, you know, you can do boosters with stuff like leftover sleeve packages and stuff like that. Just in that case, you will have to do something like this because those things are transparent, so people can't see what cards are in them. But yeah, you would do this. And now it goes in the booster. And boom. Ready for drafting. Ready to play with. Perfect. Also, just for the camera so that you guys can see it, because I think I made a mistake and there's not 12 cards in each pack, so there's somewhere where I forgot. Like I said, if I made a minor mistake and there's like a rookie more in one of the boosters, that's not a problem. But there needs to be 12 in each booster, otherwise the drafting won't work. The rules of drafting, the way I do it, the way we do it with my cube, again, in the description in the same document. But yeah, you can see, when you open the pack, ooh, I got a Patamon rookie, a Lobmon, a Wormmon. Ooh, I got Greymon, Dark Tyrannon, Togemon, Beowulfmon, Masteron, Cradymon, Venus Mill, Tai, and Ultimate Connection. So the way the actual cubing works is that what you do is after you open a booster pack, you get 4 booster packs. You open the first one, you pick a card you want to keep. Let's say I decide I want to make a Myotismon deck, so I put that card aside face down so the others can't see it, and then I'm like giving this to the guy on my left side, so that, and then I get a new booster from the other side where someone has picked a card. Let's say it's this booster. Someone has picked a card. Ooh. Okay. Since I'm trying to build a Myotismon deck, I kinda want something purple, and I think this one is really good. And then I take that one, and then you'll keep doing that until the booster's empty. And then you open a new booster, and then you send to the right, and you keep doing that until all 4 boosters are gone. And then at that point you have 84 cards each, and then you build your deck out of 40 cards that you have built. So you can see how drafting helps you find the cards you want and the cards you need. As I said, there are 12 cards into the booster, so you can also risk, let's say there's full 8 players, and then I get my own booster back. And then here, see, oh, no one has taken Lobmon yet. Yoink! And that's how you build a deck. But as I said, since you're drafting and you can't expect to get everything, like at some point, you're gonna go down a situation where you're just gonna get the leftover card of a booster, and you just have to make do. That is part of it. And as I said, all the cards booster will be distributed. And sometimes you also realize that, oh no, I decided I want to make a Myotismon deck, but the guy next to me, he's also building a purple deck of some kind, so he's stealing all the purple cards. And when you realize that, you're like, maybe I should cut my losses, be like, okay, fine, I'm building a partial purple deck because I can't get rid of the purple cards I already built. But I see that no one seems to be picking the green cards, so now we're building a green-purple deck. As I said, it's a lot about knowing how to adapt in the moment, and and make do with what you get, basically. And it's, as I said, it can be a lot of fun. Detailed rules for how to cube draft in the description. I can't specify that enough, but as I said, I made a mistake. There's an extra card somewhere in these, so I have to start over. I wanted to pack the boosters in again, all of them on screen, but that's not happening under these circumstances. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. And on that, I guess I will be spawning out. Bye!